Hello beautiful people, what it do, Sky Squad? Welcome and welcome back. If you're new here, how's it going? Let me know in the comments. And I'm glad you found me. I hope you like this video. Make sure you like it up, comment, and subscribe if you do. Yeah, so I'm actually in the middle of retwisting my hair, and I want to do this as quick as possible, as easy as possible, as fast as possible. I just wanted to share with you guys how I have been doing my retwist lately. I have a similar video if you want to use only water or only spray, but this time I'll be using 2 products. I'll show you that, and yeah. So the products I'm going to be using are none other than by the Resilient Lotus. I'm using the hydrating spray, and then I'm also going to be using the hydrating lock jelly here so you can see how that works and what that looks like. I've already done a video all about all 3 products in the collection because there's an oil as well, but I am actually going to be releasing like a minis version. So like something like these. I'm working on finalizing that kind of stuff so that way you can get the whole collection mini size, travel friendly. If you want to try it out or give it to a friend to try it out, you'll be able to try these out, and then when you do fall in love with them, you can go back and get the full size collection. So yes, I think I might actually, when it comes to my locks, I think because they are so long or longer than what I'm used to, I just don't like washing and retwisting all in the same day. So I have been washing one day, letting it dry fully, and then going back like that next day or whenever it's fully dry to re-moisten my hair and then spray it. Front row, it's gonna be a little different than the rest of these, so I'm just trying to separate them out. Retwisting some of the ones in the front towards the front rather than everything towards the back, and I feel like that's gonna help me in the long run. So okay, yeah, so I'm gonna do my front a little bit different, but I've already done the back to save time, but I'll show you how I do my retwist real simple. And I feel like as long as your locks are matured, you know what I mean, and a little bit of length on them, then you don't necessarily have to use clips. I feel like placing clips and then waiting for your hair to like fully dry down while the clips are in and blah blah blah, like that takes time. So like I said, I'm going to be using Resilient Lotus Lavender Rose Hydrating Scalp and Lock Mist first. I spray this all over. I'm going to use like my travel size here. Oh, and it has aloe in it. Like that's the first ingredient. So I really wanted something that would moisturize my hair without weighing it down. I just think it's so much easier for me to wash my hair, let it dry, and then go in a separate day to actually go in and retwist it. Because for some reason, I don't know. And I'm kind of thinking about getting one of those really nice looking hooded dryers that has its own stand, you know, it's kind of domed. But I think, and the reason why is because I'm so sick of buying like those hair dryer attachments. While it's very nice in theory, I think what I'm gonna have to do is use that to dry my ends of my locks or something. It's kind of like a 2-step process, because when I use it, I feel like I have so many locks now that have grown, and it's just not all getting dry. Like it's just taking longer to dry my hair, and that's just kind of annoying. And so I was trying to find like a bigger attachment so it can have more room, so my locks can, you know, have more space and more of that hot air circulate through so it can dry it better. But I might just have to dry my ends and then the top, because me putting it all together on the top of my head is just not gonna work. And just having, or do half of my head, I don't know, but it's just not really working how I want it to. Or the attachments I get, they have like little flyaways that get into my locks, and I just don't want to deal with that. Like I just retwisted my locks. I don't want to deal with fishing out strands off of the actual hooded dryer attachment. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I just know the dryer that I started out with It's super loud, and I have to sit it on something, and then I have to be positioned right under it, and it's just gonna take me forever for it to dry, and I don't want to use that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I feel like I might actually splurge a little bit and get one of those dryers that's, you know, on its own stand. I'll just plug it up somewhere, and hopefully it's not too loud. But the point is, hopefully it will dry. I just don't know. So if you have long locks and you have a method besides just going out when it's really hot, because I feel like that natural sun, baby, will dry your hair. But if you have really long locks, how do you dry your locks? You know what I mean? That might be a silly question, but if you know, you know. Because it's always the ends, and all the water drop down to the ends. No matter how much you squeeze out, no matter how much microfiber towel, no matter what, it's still damp, you know? So anyways, back to this. So I sprayed with my lock and scalp mist. Now I'm just grabbing them. I'm not using any combs. Now I'm using my lock jelly here, and you do not need a lot. If you are overindulgent, if you have a heavy hand, stop yourself, because if you use too much, you're not gonna like the outcome of it. You don't even need a lot. You just need enough for your lock. So I'm literally dipping my finger in, putting some on there, and that's it. I think if you're too heavy-handed, I think that's when it's just too much product, and it's just not gonna work as well as you want it to. It won't be as flake-free as you want it to be. A little goes a long way, like I always say. So you don't need to scoop up as much as you probably would with like an edge control or something like that. You just dip, your hair is damp, you know, it's a little bit wet, and it does what it needs to do, and it gives you that, you know, moderate hold, a little longer hold than you needed, than just without water, basically. So take a dip, put it there, twist. You can do the lock smithing method if you want to. You could palm roll it, and now I'm just wrapping my locks on itself and just leaving it there. And I'm gonna do that because then next what I'll do is, just like the back, once I have this whole section retwisted and coiled, I'm gonna actually pull it taut and pull it up into a ponytail, so that way when it dries down fully, it won't dry down in like these little coils, you know. You want it somewhat straight. I'm just doing this right now to hold its place, and then when I'm done, I will pull them a little bit taut, a little bit more straight, put in a ponytail, and then it can dry like that. I'm not gonna use a dryer, I'm just gonna let it do its thing, but I think that's why I like for my locks to just be fully dry first, because when it comes down to like your new growth drying down, I feel like that takes the shortest amount of time. It's the rest of your locks that are basically a sponge. So yeah, that's all you do. You do not need a lot, which is what I like too. And some of those other products are so thick that it makes your wash day a little bit harder too, because you don't want it to be embedded when your locks are budding. You need just something light to kind of help be a little bit stronger than water, but you don't want something thick and cakey and then you're drying it on there and then it's actually a part of your lock. Then later on, you'll see it come up. So you want something lightweight like this. And it works really good with the spray, so you can always spray your hair, get that extra moisture in, and I just want something nourishing and holds my retwist basically. Okay, I'm done with every part except for these parts right here. So what I'm gonna do is start grabbing my locks, and I'm still twirling them, but I just wanna make sure they're straight, basically. Like I wanna maintain that retwist, but I'm pulling them straight because I'm about to put them into a ponytail, and that's how it's gonna stay dry, and then also dry straighter than on a coil. So this is by far my favorite way to retwist. The minute I didn't have to use clips, man, you can't tell me nothing. Time to put the ponytail on. Now, if you have a lot of new growth, I would secure it at the top, and then just make sure you also have your elastic band kind of like go up a little bit, so that way not only is the scalp taut, but also like if you have a lot of new growth, that part is too. But yeah, look at that. So that is basically it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do another video about doing lock knots, because I think I want lock knot bangs. So I took a couple of the sides out just to do this, and then I think I'm going to do some lock knots in the front to kind of give me that bang. So if you want to see that, make sure you check out my other video. But that's pretty much it. You just need two I almost said two ingredients, two supplies, two products, these two right here, to get like a really quick retwist. This really does give you a moderate hold, and what I really like is that I feel I'm nourishing and moisturizing my locks at the same time. It's like a moisturizing treatment. You know, you have the aloe, you got aloe and flax in here, and it pairs really well with the spray. So make sure you sign up for my newsletter. Like I said, I am going to be having like minis just like these of the whole collection that you can purchase, so that way you can try it before you commit to the full size, or at least get it from when you're traveling or whatever you need. I just like minis in general, so make sure you sign up for the newsletter at theresilientlotus.com. I always let you guys know if you have signed up on my emails. I always let you guys know when I have like surprise deals, and I'm trying to do more things for you guys. I really appreciate you guys' support. Let me know you like this video. Let me know you enjoyed watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, peace.